Welcome, my friends, to another blog, to another exciting video. I would like to take an opportunity to invite everyone to share my blogs, to like them, to comment on them. Okay, let's begin. Today's topic will be on the second U.S. debate. During this debate, body language was imperative, including facial expressions. Some obvious indications were the facial reactions when the other candidate would mention facts about their past behavior. The candidates were trying to demonstrate the truth was not affecting them, or that the truth was not the truth, or they were just plainly making fun or laughing at the citizens. Most politicians believe that they have so much corporate power behind them that they will never need to admit their actions. Donald Trump facial expressions were trying to hide his discomfort when Biden accused him of receiving money from China, Russia, plus strange business happening with his hotels. Biden also challenged Trump to show citizens that he has paid tax or to shut up about corruption. Trump replied to have prepaid millions of dollars ahead during the last few years. It's the same answer he has been saying since before becoming president, only later to be proven he did owe taxes and to the date has not showed citizens that he has paid taxes. I noticed both candidates mock and walk away from the essence of ruling for the people. Trump reminded the U.S. citizens of Biden had been vice president of the U.S. and his son, his brothers being like vacuum cleaners around money. Biden flipped those accusations and reminded the audience of Trump's wanting to bribe the Ukraine government. What can what can be rescued from this war of insults is that both spoke some truth about how Republicans like Democrats and criminal gangs have crushed immigrants, how children are transported across the border by human traffickers, cartels, and those named coyotes. They talked about 5,000 children arriving to the US with parents. They were separated from their parents at the border by US authorities to discourage them from coming across the border. Now, these children cannot be reunited with their parents. Biden said that those children are now alone with nowhere to go and no one to care for them. Call those actions criminals. Trump flipped Biden's comments, saying that during Biden's 8 years as vice president, the government he was working for decided to build these cages to encage the children he is defending today. I want to remind you all that analysis specialists I follow are not the ones who say what many want to hear. We are here to be criticized or to be learned. We want you to reflect on the information provided to you. Reflecting on what the press said the day after the debate, we can say that the winner of the debate was Trump. This this would be because the media that usually supports Biden for some reason was not supporting him as much or as strong as they usually do. This last debate was not as messy as the first one. It allowed Trump to approach the moderate vote and moderate his own image. The, the initiative was led by Trump. At times, Biden gave a body language of being harassed. As much as Biden tried to address the public, it is evident that he was confused on several occasions. The experts saw this from a simple technical point of view. Now, conceptually, Biden did not look more experienced than the president. Biden should have been more aggressive. Everything depends. Um, if Trump wins, um, Trump's win could depend on whether Trump can effectively demonstrate he has paid tax, improved Biden's family presumed corrupt business. We are experiencing a critical part of U.S. history and the world. A fundamental issue that was not discussed in this debate or spoken very little about is China. It is something that the United States has to resolve. They cannot continue to think they can look the other way. This problem must be resolved and must be resolved mm, reasonably. They cannot try to go to war with China. Something fundamental in this opposition of the United States. No, I'm sorry. Something fundamental is the position of the United States with the world. The need to replace domination in the United States with multipolar world, with a multipolar polar world. This is possible. This is possibly not a beneficial topic for neither candidate, but it's something one of the presidents will have to respond to. Something that is not very evident is the loyalist position that supports the two candidates. In the United States, loyalists have particular importance of power. The power of the president in the U.S. is limited. We have seen it during Obama's term, as well as presently Donald Trump. During his presidency, what gets done depends on what the deep state that surrounds him allows him to do. Some things are very noticeable. Some things are being noticed regardless of their own ideological profile or the group supporting the candidate. We see that North America political class is deeply corrupted. Personal interests depend on circles of corruptions. Foreign interests which rely on large companies, the action taken by these candidates will also depend on their personal foreign interests. Expert analysts noted that the Bitcoin issue was not discussed. These are challenges that the United States, like the planet, has to face. This is the monetary system exchange record, which began back in the 70s with the breakdown of the relationship with gold and based on trust, trust-based fiat currency system. The trust-based fiat currency system that countries would not print excessively, which is the opposite of what they are doing or have done. This is a system that is about to explode. This will be quickly replaced. A radical change will occur between the different currencies of the world and how each coin is managed internally. What role will the central banks play? How much longer the banks will continue to abuse their position? Experts believe that they didn't want to talk about these candidates did not want to talk about it because they are afraid of taking a position on the topic as it could be unpopular. This will challenge the way the world will relate with each other. They believe these changes are around the corner. During the political debate, all 100 million viewers watched two people who laughed at each other's truth. We are going to tell you what is being hidden. What is being hidden? A micro electoral political circus. This happened not only in the US, not only in the US level, but through all the Western Hemisphere. Both Trump and Biden alluded to one of the actual factual powers, trying to downplay and denouncing it as Trump did to Wall Street. After the two recognizing that the role of Wall Street was important, two polarizing influences are working in Wall Street that basically agrees to try to achieve global dominance. One of those forces is the one represented by the Israel lobbyists, a power lobbyist who got President Trump to win the November 2016 election. This lobbyist proclaims a particular nationalism, absolute economic protectionism. This effect on barriers is in the image and likeness of what Benjamin Netanyahu does in Israel. The other globalist intends to overturn any national economic protection to impose how the transnational tyranny has been advancing. Have you noticed? Neither candidate spoke for apparent reasons. Neither is a fit candidate for the US and for the world peace. They both appear to be supremacists. The difference between these two candidates is one moves at a speed of 80 and the other one at 100. The one who goes at rate of 80 is Donald Trump. Wants the Israel lobbyists to have more presence and dominance via electoral of the alliance of evangelical Zionists. We have we have the case at this time Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Brazil, Argentina, Ecuador. Hmm? The candidate who is moving at 100 is Biden. He showed he showed it last night when he described Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran as fascinating. Biden's speech regarding these four powers is similar to um, to that of the defeated Democratic candidate for 4 years ago, Hillary Clinton. When we talk about different speeds, I mean Trump has endeavored to harm Iranians. I bet no one can say that the accumulation of blockades has not caused suffering to the Iranian population. We also have the murder of Lieutenant General Qasem Soleimani. What Biden exposed goes beyond that. He talked openly of challenges. Today, it turns out that the Chinese president said he will not tolerate any type of intervention or interference. She declared a week ago Trump has sent arms to Taiwan for $1.8 billion. And as Biden just said, he described President Xi as fascinating. Hmm? One last point they both talk about was scary things. They talk about dark winters, hmm? Nuclear, more death from the coronavirus, about China taking over the United States. They said of the militias in the US that will attack if their candidate does not win. My friends, all this, I'm sorry that this video went a little bit too long, but we have to think that we're all in the same planet and we cannot allow corporations to tell our leaders what to do, how to do it, when to do it. We are the ones that vote for them. Think of it as voting as hiring someone. So we should not allow corporations tell our leaders what to do. My friends, thank you for watching this video. And before I leave, I want to remind you to help someone. as you must be the only one who does. You might be the only person who's helping that individual. So have a great evening, have a great weekend. Till next video.